Hello learners! Welcome sa aking YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and click notification bell.
Sa araw na ito, ituturo ko ang nature of roots. Ano nga ba yung tinatawag nating nature of roots ng quadratic equation? The nature of the roots of a quadratic equation is its characteristics. So in this lesson, you're going to describe or characterize the roots of equations. You can do this by finding the value of discriminant, or the formula for discriminant is b squared minus 4ac, which is your basis in describing the roots of a quadratic equation. So take note that d or discriminant is equal to b squared minus 4ac. So these are your bases. If d is equal to 0 or the discriminant is equal to 0, then the roots are real and equal. If d or discriminant naman is greater than 0 and a perfect square, then the roots are rational and unequal. If d naman is greater than 0 but not a perfect square, then the roots are irrational and unequal. And if d is less than 0, then the roots are not real. So let's have an example. We need to describe the nature of the roots of the following quadratic equations using the discriminant. So d means discriminant. Number 1, 4x raised to 2 minus 4x plus 1 equals 0. So first thing to do is to look for the values of a, b, and c. So our a here is equal to 4, our b is equal to negative 4, and c is equal to 1. And then, this is our formula. Discriminant is equal to b squared minus 4ac. And then substitute the values of a, b, and c to our formula. Okay? So d now is equal to our b is negative 4. So we have negative 4 raised to 2 minus 4 times a is 4 times c, that is 1. So we have d equals negative 4 raised to 2 minus 4 times 1. So negative 4 raised to 2, that is 16, minus 4 times 4 is 16, times 1 is 16. So we have d equals 16 minus 16. At yun ay equal to 0. So the discriminant or our discriminant in number 1 is 0. So since our discriminant is equal to 0, saan kaya siya dito? So nakikita nyo, dito siya, d equals 0, then the roots are real and unequal. Okay? So yung discriminant ng ating number 1, ang kanyang roots are real and equal. For number 2, we have 2x raised to 2 minus 3x plus 5. So first thing to do, look for the values of a, b, and c. So ang ating a dito ay 2, b ay negative 3, and c equals 5. So we have the formula of our discriminant, b squared minus 4ac. And then substitute the values of a, b, and c to our formula. So we have now negative 3 raised to 2 minus 4 times 2 times 5. Okay, negative 3 raised to 2 is positive 9, minus 4 times 2 is 8, times 5 is 40. So we have 9 minus 40. 9 minus 40 is equal to negative 31. So our discriminant is negative 31. So if d is equal to negative 31, d is less than 0 because negative 31 is less than 0. Then the roots are not real. Okay? So, since our discriminant is less than 0, the roots are not real. Next, we have 3x raised to 2 plus 10x minus 7 equals 0. Look for the values of a, b, and c. Our a here is 3, our b is 10, and the c is negative 7. This is our formula for discriminant, b squared minus 4ac. And then substitute the values of a, b, and c to the given formula. So we have now 10 raised to 2 minus 4 times 3 times negative 7. 4 times 3 is 12 times negative 7, that is negative 84. So we have 10 raised to 2 minus negative 84. 10 raised to 2 is 100. Minus negative, that will become plus 84. So we have the discriminant positive 184. So if discriminant is positive 184, that is greater than 0, right? 184 is greater than 0. Pero, perfect square ba siya o hindi? Kasi nandito siya, pwede siyang a perfect square, pwede ding hindi. So, is 184 a perfect square? No, hindi siya perfect square. So, dito siya. D is greater than 0, but not a perfect square. Then, the roots are irrational and unequal. Okay? Next example, we have x raised to 2 plus 7x plus 10 equals 0. So, look for the values of a, b, and c. Our a here is 1, b is 7, and c equals 10. So, this is our formula. And then, substitute the values of a, b, and c to the given formula. So, we have now 7 raised to 2 minus 4 times 1 times 10. So, we have 7 raised to 2 is 49 minus 4 times 1 times 10, that is 40. So, we have 49 minus 40. And that is equal to 9. So, our discriminant is equal to 9. 9 is greater than 0. The discriminant is greater than 0. The question is that a perfect square or not? Yes, it is a perfect square. So, therefore, the roots are irrational and unequal. Okay? So, let's have these exercises. So, let's try this. Describe the nature of the roots of a quadratic equation having the given value of the discriminant. So, may discriminant na siya dito. Hindi na natin isosolve. Titingnan lang natin yung kanyang nature of roots. So, nandito yung ating bases. Dito na sa gilid. So, number 1, 36. That is greater than 0. That is greater than 0. Is it a perfect square or not? Yes, that is a perfect square. So, D is greater than 0 and a perfect square. So, therefore, the roots are rational and unequal. Number 2, 124. Greater than 0 again. But is it a perfect square? No, 124 is not a perfect square. So, therefore, the nature of roots is, the roots are irrational and unequal. Next, negative 625. Discriminant is less than 0. So, therefore, the roots are not real. Next one. What if the discriminant is 0? So, ito siya. The roots are real and equal. Next, we have negative 24. That is less than 0 again. So, therefore, the roots are not real.